No, we are real as can be. Although we stick to each other, we're free. We still dream of what we could be. You still amaze me.
Hello and welcome back to another college vlog. I didn't record my first class of the day, so that was already a fail. But in general, I've noticed Mondays and Wednesdays, it's just really hard to film my first class of the day because it starts at 8 a.m., which doesn't seem that bad, but literally in order to get to my 8 a.m. class, I have to wake up at, I'm not even kidding, like between 5:30 and 6 in the morning. So it's just early, and I usually always have to like hurry and get ready in the morning on Mondays and Wednesdays. So it just ends up not working out to record anything. But I went to my class. It was stagecraft, which I've talked about in previous videos. Just means learning about how to work backstage in theater and just all things backstage theater, basically. And so yeah, I got done with that class at 8:30 because it was a quiz today, so that was nice. So I'm home like earlier than normal, which is always a plus. But one thing like really quick I wanted to talk about is oh, sorry, I'm like losing my voice. One thing I want to talk about is I watch a lot of college vlogs because I think they're really interesting, and one thing I've noticed is, and it's not a bad thing, like if anything it's something people should be proud of. Basically, in all these college vlogs I watch, every person who makes them, pretty much, that I've seen, they all are like, oh yeah, I have like a 4.0 or a 4.2 and I get all A's in all of my classes and I never miss class and I'm just this like extraordinary student and all this stuff. And yes, that's something that should be thought, like, you know, you should be proud of that. But at the same time, what I kind of want to do in my vlogs is just to be honest and be like, hey, this is what it looks like for a student who does not get straight A's, that does not have a 4.0, that is struggling, if anything, with school. Yeah, because to be completely honest, I have a 2.8 GPA, not even a 3 point something, it's a 2 point something, which I know is horrible, but if I'm being honest, it's true. I'm trying to raise my GPA, and I am raising it slowly. It just, you know, takes a while to raise it. But yeah, I mean, again, just trying to be honest. I've missed a ton of classes so far this semester. I've just had a lot of mental stuff going on. And I think it's like one of those things where people just don't, I think, understand unless you've like are going through it. Because people a lot of times, literally everyone in my life is just like, go to class. Like, it's not that hard. Like, do your homework, go to class. And like, it's one of those things where it's like easier said than done. Like, I'd love to just tell myself like, yeah, go to class, easy. Do the homework, easy. But it's just like when you're kind of just dealing with depression and stress and I don't know, I just shut down and I just like cannot go to class, and I can just, I don't know, not do homework. I just have to like not, I don't know. Point is that that's just me and that's how I am. And so I've missed a lot of class so far this semester. Oh, and then of course that's what happened to me, right? I already missed a ton of class because of my depression, mental health, whatever. And then right when I kind of get out of this funk and I'm like feeling better and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to like go to class every day, I'm ready to do my homework, I'm ready to like be on it and do better, right when I start to feel better and start to do that stuff, I actually get sick, like genuinely, like physically sick. And TMI, but I literally was vomiting my brains out. Like, it was so bad. So basically, I already had missed a ton of school because of mental issues, and then now I'm missing more school because of being actually sick. So long story short is I've missed so much school. I don't know how I'm going to do this semester because the semester has barely started and I've missed a shit ton. So that's just great. So point is that, I don't know, point is, I guess, overall, it's just, I want to be honest with you guys, and I want to be like, not that the other people aren't being honest, they are, but I just think it's it's like, to me, watching those videos, it's like same old, like same old typical, like, you know, student who again gets all A's, and college is so much fun for them and just a breeze for them. And it's not that college for me isn't fun, because there are definitely fun parts of it, especially being a part of theater. I feel like there's definitely like fun stuff that I get to do and be a part of. But at the same time, it's just like, I struggle, like very much struggle with stuff too. And I just want to be someone who is open about that and is like, hey, this could be a reality for you too. I don't know. But anyway, that was my little rant. But I'm going to get ready for my next class. By get ready, I mean, not really. I have like a couple of hours, so I really don't need to get ready yet. And I'm also technically already ready because I got ready earlier. Anyway, what I mean is I'm going to have lunch before my next class, which is, in case you're wondering, is working in the costume shop, because that's another thing for theater majors, is I think no matter what part of a theater major you are, whether you're like a general or performance or technical or whatever, they want you to work in different shops. So there's paint shop, costume shop, sound, not shop, but sound. There's a bunch of shops. Basically, they want you to work in the different shops and get to know, the people, obviously, and get to know what to do, because they want you to be well versed in all things theater. So right now I'm working in the costume shop. That's my class / working, and that starts at 1 o'clock, so I literally have, you know, a little while. And then after that I have voice and movement, which I don't think I've ever recorded my voice and movement class. I tried recording in my last video. You'll see I recorded my recorded the costume shop just to show what that looked like, but I haven't ever recorded my voice and movement class, only because it's a little bit more public, I guess you'd say. And also because it starts literally immediately after the costume shop. Like, I leave the costume shop and go straight into voice and movement, and that starts like right away. It'd just be really awkward to film that class in general. But that class is fun because we do monologues and we learn about different things, like how to perform and performance. And yeah, it's interesting. And I just think in general, like, acting isn't as easy as I think people think it is. Like, I think people think like, oh, you just act, like you memorize the words and then you get up on stage and you like act out the words, and like, you know, generally, yeah, that's true, but there's more to it. And I'm even learning that there's more to it, because like with this monologue stuff, we're just doing different exercises that like help with pronunciation and stuff. And I don't know, it's just, I'm just learning a lot, and the more I learn about acting, the more I learn that it's not easy. Like, the more I learn, like, I'm like, damn, this is some complicated shit, you know? And character work too, like, having to really dig in deep to your character, like, not just this general, like, you know, oh, my character is this person, whatever. Like, no, like, we literally, all my teachers require, and I think this is a good habit to get into, to like really dig deep into your character and like what your character wants and what they need, and just deep character work is my point. And it's not, again, not as easy as you think it would be. It's a lot like more complicated than you would think it would be. So anyway, that was just my ramble really quick. But yeah, I'm gonna get ready to go to class, and by that, like I said, I mean really eat lunch. And yeah, I'll catch you on the flip side. Oh, we're looking kind of cute though. I just paid $8 for parking, or no, it was $9 actually, to park where I'm parked. And now I'm going to go outside where it is 12 degrees. It's 12 degrees outside. It was 10 degrees this morning, but it went up by 2, so now it's 12, because, you know, 10 plus 2 is 12. Anyway, yeah, it's 12 degrees. I'm already cold, and I'm sitting in my car with the heat on, so that's going to be wonderful. and I have to walk. I don't know how long it is. One of these days I'm gonna have to measure how like long it is. But I have to walk under the highway, because there's like an under highway pass thing, and then through the garden, and then across the street. Anyway, I'll film it a little bit. Anyway, yeah, that was just an update, random. But yeah, I'm going to class now. It's almost 1 o'clock, so I'm gonna get going.
Did you pack the flashlight, the blanket, and the map? It's a real adventure, the trail you're looking at. I'm glad you came. For a while I thought you might be bailing. Is that the same yellow shirt you used to wear?
Okay, so this is a good amount of time later, but I can still tell you about those 2 classes in case anyone cares or wonders. So my first class that I showed was the costume shop. I think the costume shop is pretty cool. I don't know if you can really tell in the video, but there are, I don't think you can, but there are literally like racks upon racks upon racks of costumes. Like, we have so many costumes. I just showed the costumes kind of in the front when you first enter the costume shop, but there are like many rows going back that you can't see unless like you go back there. And I didn't have time to go back there to show. But anyway, I just think that's kind of cool. And what's even cooler that I think it, like I keep saying I think, but anyway, what I think is also really cool is I got to make a skirt from scratch, from like just barely, just, I can't talk, oh my god, from just regular fabric is what I'm trying to say. Just like fabric, cut out, make a skirt is what I was told to do, and I did it. And I was pretty proud of myself. And granted, I feel like people are going to be like, oh, it's not that hard, blah, blah, blah. But, and it's really not, I discovered, but it was just still a cool thing. Something I never thought I'd be able to say is that I know how to sew, and I know how to make a skirt, because now I do know how to make a skirt. Well, kind of. Not completely. I mean, I'm sure I would still need help. I couldn't, like, completely do it on my own. Like, I'd probably forget steps and stuff, but anyway, yeah, thought that was pretty cool. And then I was gonna say too, in my voice and movement class, I'm pretty excited because, again, as I keep saying, we're working on monologues, and I don't know, if I'm being honest, one of the things I struggle with in school is specifically with theater performance, and feeling like I just, compared to my peers, am just not as good as they are, and when it comes to acting, and I feel like acting comes more naturally to them than it does for me. I love acting, I love performing, it's really fun for me, but I just, again, feel like it just doesn't come as naturally, and I struggle with it more, and I've always felt that way for a very long time. And when it comes to my voice and movement class and doing monologues, everyone gets feedback, you know, it's not just like some people get feedback and other, no, literally everyone gets feedback, everyone gets criticism, like good criticism. In order to get better, you need that, no matter who you are, even the most professional people. But I just feel like I'm still at the bottom, I guess it feels like, when it comes to getting critique. I feel like I'm still getting critiqued on stuff that it's just basic stuff. And I feel like other people have moved on to being like, okay, I got the basics down, now I can move on to like deeper stuff. I don't know. And I just feel like I'm still at the basics, and I always feel just down on myself, and I hate giving monologues because as much as I love performing, and as much as, like I said, I do feel like getting criticism and critique is good because it makes me better, I just, again, feel like I'm the worst in my class, and I just feel like crap sometimes. So my point, though, is that this last class we had to do the same monologue, but to perform the same monologue 2 different ways, and they had to be opposite of each other. So I already did one way, I guess, and so now this was my second way of doing it. And long story not short is I did really well. I'm not trying to like brag or like whatever. But because I always feel like I'm not as good as anyone, like everybody else, I feel like everyone else, again, is over the basics, but I'm still working on the basics. I just feel, again, just down on myself all the time. But today in class was one of the first times that I performed my monologue, and everyone was like, damn, like people were like, wow, that was really good, and just gave me like really good feedback. And again, I still have stuff to work on, obviously, but people were just like, wow, that was really good. And hearing that just was like awesome, because sometimes I just wonder, like, because I'm not as good can't talk, bleh, because I'm not as good at performing as other people, because I feel like it comes naturally to them more than it does me, I just am like, why am I still a performance major? Besides the fact that I love it, I'm like, I just feel like I should quit. I just feel like I should do something else. But then days like today just make me feel so much better about it, because again, I just got really good feedback, and people were like, oh my god, that was so good. Like, and genuinely, like, it wasn't just like people just saying that, because you know how when sometimes people give you praise and it feels like they're just saying that to say it, like this actually felt like they were like, no, like genuinely that was good. And the teacher too, I feel like he doesn't give praise just to give praise, like he literally was like, no, that was actually really good. And so I don't know, it just made me really happy. I feel like I'm like getting, like, I don't know, I don't know. I just feel like maybe this performance thing isn't completely stupid. Like, maybe I'm not as horrible as I think I am. Or maybe I just overthink it. I don't know. But point is that made me really happy. So two things made me really happy today. The fact that, yeah, I was able to make a skirt, and the fact that I was also able to do really good on my monologue and get really good feedback was just awesome. And I feel like too, it makes me feel better prepared for upcoming auditions, which aren't for another like month or so, like probably a little bit more than a month. So I have a while until auditions, but it just makes me feel like I'm on the right step towards a good monologue that I can perform at auditions, and feel confident and feel like I could potentially get a part in this upcoming season that we're going to have. So yeah, that was just a update about my day. But yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna vlog next. I really want to vlog audition week, but that, like I said, is not for a while. And I don't know if there's another good week to vlog. I have spring break coming up, and I could vlog that, but I feel like it's actually, the times where I'm not in school are just really boring. Like, they aren't boring, but they are boring. I know that makes no sense to other people, but it makes sense to me. And also, I always forget to vlog. Like, I always forget to get my camera. So we'll see about spring break. But besides that, my classes are very typical day to day. Like, they don't really change. I mean, like, I change, but I mean, like, I don't know. It's just very typical, I guess. And so I don't want to have the vlogs be too boring, because again, I don't want it just, yeah, to feel repeated. So I don't know, like I said, when I'm going to vlog next. I hope it's sooner than later. I hope I can find something interesting to vlog before audition week, because again, that's not for a while. But yeah, I think that's all I was going to talk about. Oh, one thing I was going to say is my other classes that are on Tuesday, Thursday, I am proud of myself, because one of my classes is English literature, and I had to write a paper on Beowulf. I don't know if anyone else has read it. It's very famous, so I'm sure people have. And I didn't read it. I don't know if you heard me, but I didn't read it. And yeah, I had to just make it up, and I made up a paper, an entire paper, and I don't think it's very good, but I did it. And actually, it wasn't very good, but it wasn't like horrible either, so I was pretty proud of myself. And now I have to do a take-home midterm for my theater history class. In case you don't know, the take-home midterm, I guess it's different for everyone. For us, the take-home midterm is just a bunch of mini essays that we're taking home and working on at home. So gotta get that done before it's due, obviously. And that I'm also going to struggle with, because I'm not going to lie, I've read a lot of the plays that we've had to read, but I haven't read the actual like history book that we're supposed to read, because we're supposed to read plays from the different eras, but then also read the actual like history and stuff of the times. So that part I haven't really been that good on. So we'll see how the midterm goes. At least it's take home. I'm so glad it's take home and not in class. Oh, the other thing is I also have a take home midterm for my stagecraft class, which I'm also, it's gonna be rough. I can tell you that already, but I'll gonna try my best. But anyway, that's it for now. I hope you had fun watching this video. I hope it gave you some insight on theater. Maybe it didn't. Maybe you think it's stupid. I don't know. But either way, have a good day, and I'll see you next time.